Manchester United's midfield rebuild is not over, and the biggest signing of the summer could still be on the way. After weeks of speculation, uncertainty and transfer rumours, Manchester United are finally making serious progress in the market. With the World Cup nearing its conclusion, the Red Devils have already secured the arrivals of Andre Santos and Youri Tielemans, giving Michael Carrick two major additions ahead of the new season. But don't expect the club to stop there. The mission to completely transform United's midfield is still alive, and the club is preparing to make one final move that could define their entire transfer window. The question is simple: who will be the last piece of the puzzle? Let's take a closer look at the 5 midfielders who could still arrive at Old Trafford. The first name is Man Utd. With France now eliminated from the World Cup, negotiations could accelerate very quickly. The AS Roma midfielder has quietly become one of the strongest candidates on Manchester United's shortlist. Cone fits exactly what Carrick wants in midfield. He brings energy, defensive strength, technical quality and the ability to drive the ball forward. Alongside Youri Tielemans, Andre Santos and Kobbie Mainoo, he could give United one of the most balanced midfield units in the Premier League. His impressive performances during the World Cup have only increased his value, and several European giants are expected to join the race. But the Premier League remains an attractive destination, and if United decide to push hard, they could have a genuine opportunity to land the 25-year-old, but then comes perhaps the most exciting possibility of them all: Eduardo Camavinga. Just days ago, many believed Aurelien Tchouameni would be United's dream target. That now appears impossible after reports suggested he is set to commit his future to Real Madrid. So attention has shifted to another Madrid superstar. Camavinga, the French international, has everything United supporters dream about: elite passing, incredible athleticism, tactical intelligence, and at only 22 years old, he has not even reached his peak. There's one major obstacle. Right now, Camavinga has absolutely no intention of leaving the Santiago Bernabeu. However, transfer windows can change very quickly. If his situation changes later this summer, Manchester United would almost certainly move immediately. Signing Camavinga would not just complete the midfield rebuild, it would send a message to the entire football world that United are back competing for the very best talent. Another interesting option comes from inside the Premier League: Alex Scott. United have already enjoyed success bringing proven Premier League talent to Old Trafford. Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha made an immediate impact after arriving last season, while Santos and Tielemans already know English football. Scott could continue that trend. The Bournemouth midfielder enjoyed an outstanding campaign that even earned recognition from England manager Thomas Tuchel. Bournemouth desperately want to keep him, and reports suggest any deal would cost more than £70 million. That is a huge investment, but United know exactly what they would be buying: a young English midfielder with Premier League experience, enormous potential, and the ability to improve for years to come. Competition from other Big Six clubs will be fierce, but Scott remains one of the safest long-term investments available. Then there's one of the biggest breakout stars of the World Cup, Ayoub Boadi. The 18-year-old Lille sensation has seen his reputation explode after playing a crucial role in Morocco's remarkable run to the quarter-finals. His performances have attracted attention from Europe's biggest clubs, including Manchester City. Manchester United are believed to be monitoring the teenager closely. The problem? Lille reportedly value him at around €100 million. That price would make Boadi one of the most expensive young midfielders in football history. Still, United have shown they are willing to invest heavily in elite young talent, and if they believe Boadi is a future superstar, the club could decide to make one of the boldest moves of the entire summer. And finally, the player many thought would already be wearing a Manchester United shirt, Ederson. For weeks, he looked set to become United's first signing of the transfer window. Then everything changed. Reports claimed concerns over a knee issue caused Manchester United to pull back from negotiations, leaving the deal on hold. But notice one important detail: the deal was never officially dead. In fact, There are already suggestions that United could return later in the summer if other targets become unavailable. The club have already completed extensive scouting and medical checks. They know exactly what Ederson offers. If negotiations for other midfielders become too expensive or too complicated, don't be surprised if Manchester United revive their interest and finally complete the transfer that once looked inevitable. One thing is becoming increasingly clear: Manchester United are determined to finish this transfer window with one of the strongest midfield rebuilds in Europe. Whether it's Cohn, Camavinga, Scott, Boadi or Ederson, another major signing appears to be coming. The only question now is who will become the final piece of Michael Carrick's new-look Manchester United. This could be the transfer that shapes United's entire season and perhaps signals the club's return to the very top of English football.